welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be working back on the project bike. It is pretty much finished, as in like the hard part of it is done. The engine is in, it runs. I took it for a test ride last night to make sure everything was working. It runs fine. There was a weird rattling noise. It might be the fact that there's a few things that I have left off it that aren't bolted yet. The rear cowl thing, that needs to be bolted on. I need to change the exhaust. They're both the indicators. This bit here, it's this part here. Yeah, that part there is cracked, so we might go ahead and play with that. I've ordered a few parts that are still on their way. So this thing here, tail tidy kit, and this is kind of a bit broken as you can see here, so we'll be fixing that. Replacing this whole thing with a factory unit. I still haven't managed to find some stock mirrors yet, so they're gonna have to wait, but that is coming on its way. I've also found a clutch lever because this one is bent, and as you can kind of see, this here is pretty messed up. It's had an accident, so it's a bit wobbly. This bit here is like completely off, and there's no adjustment left, so this whole thing needs to be replaced. So I've got one of those coming on the way. Muffler. So that is a factory muffler. I'm going to rip the one off here. So this is the exhaust that's currently on it, and as you can see, the pipe's kind of discolored due to heat. So what I'm actually going to do today is paint that with some exhaust black to make that look awesome, and chuck these indicators on and make them all look pretty. That's the plan today. As far as the 14 goes, that poor thing hasn't really moved since I put the coilovers in. I've been running into issues with fitment. I also need to get the guards rolled, so that'll be happening this week as well. And that is the daily. So yeah, let's get started on this. So while that is drying, I figured I would start on these. So that one's already been sanded. I will clean them both, sand that one, mask it up, and then we can start painting them. So these are all the parts that we painted yesterday. They came out quite nice. I'm quite happy with them. That was done gloss, and the bottom part was done matte. That was done with exhaust black. Did the clamps as well. And this as well came out really well. And now we can finally put them on and see how that goes. I think we'll start with the easy stuff, like putting that bit on. So I've got them off. I honestly feel like the stupidest person right now because I've been trying to get the seat off of this part here for what seems to be about 20 to 30 minutes now. Little did I realise that there is a keyhole right here that undoes it for me. That was a bit of a fail. I didn't think it worked because I didn't think it was connected because I looked under here and nothing was connected, so I figured it wouldn't work anyway, but that was silly. And getting this off, there's a whole bunch of random crap, like there's just a bag that was, I assume there's a few nuts and bolts in there. This thing, I think is probably, I don't know if that's the ECU, I've honestly got no idea. It looks like something electronic that is meant to slide into this thing here, which wasn't, so I'm gonna try and fix that. A bunch of stuff that isn't plugged in, and just like the light, like look at this. Yeah, that's not even bolted in. So we're gonna fix all that, put the new guard on, and yeah. Got to deploy. Love me now, it's real, don't pretend. So it's cold and rainy, but we need to get this bike done. So I've laid out the parts here that we're going to put on. We're going to piece together the stock exhaust. That's the stock muffler. I've already given it a quick clean, so we can piece that back together, chuck the indicators back on, and we'll kind of go from there. That's kind of where I'll leave it. I put this piece on. Looks actually quite good. Can you see that? The color match isn't too obvious. It doesn't obviously have the depth of a proper clear coat. I could clear coat it, but to be honest, it looks way better than having something cracked. But yeah, we're gonna chuck the exhaust on, the indicators on, and that's as far as I'm gonna be able to get today or this week because the other parts are on the way. So I think I've been saying this a lot, but I finally got some grips. They're on the way. Mirrors, I'm still waiting on. I've got the rear fender coming as well, and a new clutch cable. So yeah, we're gonna chuck this on, and that'll be it for the week. Love me now, it's real, don't pretend. So long. Try and talk to you, but it's tense. Don't go. Love me now, it's real, don't pretend. So long. So this don't fit right. This muffler has. This doesn't fit at all, so this joint here doesn't fit on the end of this. I'm assuming what someone's done has welded a bit onto here. Yeah, that looks like it's been cut and welded. So, which means this muffler isn't gonna work, which sucks. So we're just gonna have to put this muffler back on for now. And I might have to look into getting another set of headers or something like that because I cannot go through inspection with that muffler. So it's a bit of a fail. Probably should have checked it, but honestly thought the diameter of that would be the same. This doesn't look to be cut. I think this bit would essentially just slide into this and there'd be a clamp on this, but this is different. This fits that, which fits that. So yeah, it's gonna have to be that for now. So I figured I'd take the S14 out for a drive, considering I haven't touched it technically I haven't touched it in a day. I've been playing around with the coilovers, trying to get the correct fitment. As you can see, we've got some pretty hectic negative camber going on there. I've had to do that to make it clear the guards. We're quite low as well, but we're not rubbing on the guard anymore, we're rubbing on the inner fender liner, so that's easy. I can just pull that out at home. That's just a piece of plastic. I've pretty much maxed out the camber. I could probably go a bit more if I take out one of the nuts. But yeah, the camber is pretty ridiculous. That's probably as much as I would run on the street. I definitely still need a wheel alignment. It drives straight. It needs a proper wheel alignment. I've just done this by myself. But yeah, thought I'd get this out, take it for a drive, and yeah, it's looking pretty sweet. Right here at one of my spots that I go to take photos and stuff like that. It's quite a nice view going on there. Yeah, I think the neighbours are pretty chill here, so yeah.